Okay, we're going to cook my mother-in-law's luxury lemon curd cheesecake. So first off, we just need to get the heat on a pan and we're going to add the butter in to start melting. So straight in, nice and easy. And we'll just turn it down just to a medium heat. I'm using the smallest burner on the hob, and we'll just get that going whilst we go and sort out the biscuits. Right, and we're just using equal ginger biscuits and digestives, and the reason why we're doing equal is because ginger biscuits are very brittle, and when you make a cheesecake base, if you were going to cut it at the end just using ginger biscuits, it could just break apart, and we don't want that. We want it to be perfect. So all you need to do is pop your biscuits into the blender and then blend them until they're a fine crumb. Go. Okay, hopefully you've stopped as well. Hopefully you weren't waiting too long for me. So just take the lid off without everything going everywhere. Oh, and failed. Alright, so hopefully yours should be just a nice fine crumb. Like that. Okay, so we can go and get the butter. Well, we'll see how that's getting on. It might not have melted quite yet. No, not quite yet. So it's just melting away slowly. So if you just swirl it around the pan, that'll just help speed up the process, but without it burning. And then we're going to take the pan over to your work surface and add the biscuits in a second. There we go. Almost there. Just got to do it nice and slowly because it's important not to let your butter burn and go brown. Just swirl it around. Almost there. If yours is done, just turn the heat off, and I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. Okay. Now we can turn the heat off and take the butter over to the work surface. And now, excuse me, just grab my spoon. And then we just need to add in the biscuit. So just tip it in and give it a good stir together. And what will happen is the butter, when it chills, will go all hard again, and that will basically set the cheesecake base, so it'll go nice and hard and gorgeous. How to make biscuits taste nicer? Just add butter. There we go. So once you've given it a good stir, you can get your tin, which hopefully you've got lined and just lightly greased, just with a bit of, sort of cooking margarine on the side. And we're just going to tip the biscuits into the tin. Okay. So just tip the biscuits in and then just sort of spread them out so that it's nice and even. There we go. Get rid of this. Okay, now you just want to push it into the corners, just sort of trying to even it out as best as you can at this stage. So just pushing it into the corners. Trying to get it as flat as possible, but that's where we'll use the potato masher for. Okay, just compacting it down. Right, and we can get your potato masher and then just press it down all the way round and across, and it should help flatten it out. And obviously make sure that it's nice and compacted together. There we go. And as is the case with most desserts, try and resist the temptation to eat it now. Pop it in the fridge now, and then we'll get on with making the topping. Okay, so all you need to do is just put your cream cheese in. And then the juice of 2 lemons and your lemon curd. So I always squeeze the lemons over my hands just like this, just in case any pips come out. You can just catch them with your fingers, which there aren't any with this one. It's fine. And the same with the other lemon. There we go. And just give my hands a little wipe. And then in with the lemon curd. And most cheesecakes you'd add quite a lot of sugar to, but because lemon curd is such a high percentage of sugar anyway, it's certainly sweet enough. You don't need to add any sugar to this. So just make sure you get it all in. Right, now just using the wooden spoon, just beat it all together. I've just covered my camera woman with lemon juice. Sorry. Right. So just beating it all together. And it'll go nice and liquidy at this stage, but don't worry, it'll set again in the fridge. No problem at all. And don't worry if there's a few little lumps in it, that'll just be little lumps of lemon curd, and that's actually really, really nice when you bite into it. Right, so once you've got it all sort of pretty much to this stage, nice thick creamy mixture, we're going to add in the creme fraiche. There we go. And then we're just going to gently stir this in. Just sort of folding it in as you would like a cake mixture or something. Just folding it in. Okay. And that's pretty much it for this. So just need to go and get your base out of the fridge. Hopefully it should have set just slightly. And now it's just a case of pouring on the top. So I'll try and do this left-handed so you can see. Alright, then it's probably a good idea to switch to a spatula, because then you'll be able to get all the rest of it out. Right, so just getting all of it out with the spatula. Like that. Obviously you might want to leave just a little bit in if you were going to just have a bit now, maybe. And then just using your spatula, just very gently, just work it into the corners. Exactly the same as what you did with how you did with the base. Just push it into the corners. There we go. And now all you need to do is just pop this in the fridge and chill it for at least 2 hours. 3 hours is a lot better, but 2 hours should just about do it. But you'll be able to tell when you can touch the top and it won't completely go through. So pop it in the fridge for, let's say 3 hours, and when we come back we can unveil them. Okay, it's been 3 hours. I've taken mine out of the fridge, almost said the oven then. That would have been a completely different recipe. So now it's time to reveal. If you've got one of these spring-loaded side ones, you won't have to mess about and laugh at me as I probably drop this. But this is a loose-bottomed one, so hopefully it'll lift up. There we go. And hopefully yours is looking something like this. And after resisting temptation to eat it for so long, dive in and I hope you enjoy it.